ang hindi malinaw sa isa or sa iyo or sa individual employee yung kung ano na ang tama o mali within the organization? Kailan yan nangyayari?
For me, sir, kapag mayroong dalawang panig na nagpapaangatan.
Okay,
Kunyari
tell
gusto
me
ng
why.
isang side na mas maganda yung ginawa ko, then yung isa ay magpatalo. Pero isa doon sa kanila, mali na yung ginagawa na hindi lang nakikita. Kung
Okay.
para siyang kailangan nilang, wala silang collaboration na kung tama o mali na yung ginagawa nila.
Alright. John Arvin. Anong apelido mo, please?
Lubarbio po.
Lubarbio. Okay. Anyone?
Sir Abad po.
Abad,
Agnes,
so tell
sir.
me. Good afternoon.
Sa number 2 po, sa can you learn from failure po? For me, it is absolutely yes because through failures we can learn and grow at hindi naman natin to maiiwasan sa buhay, and they said that failure is the best teacher in life at sumasang-ayon po ako dito because if we fail, we can make ways to improve or develop ourselves o yung mga bagay kung saan tayo nag-fail so that we can succeed to our next try po.
Naranasan mo na ba yan na mag-fail? Hindi wherein yung lugmok na lugmok ka na. But then again, nakahanap ka ng hope na tinatawag. And then because of the people around you, there is an encouragement. And then they are there, no, at your back to lift you up. Naranasan mo na ba yan? Abad?
Yes, sir.
Talaga? Can you share it or ano? It's confidential.
Confidential po, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Thank you po.
Last Abad. Sino yan?
Agnes.
Sige, tell me. Gising ba kayo?
Yes,
Pasensya
sir.
na ha. Nagmamadali
Sir,
ako
yes,
ngayon
sir.
kasi ano, ang tag dito, alam mo, one of our friend, no, passed away. Napaka-importante sa akin nung tao na yun. Naiyak tuloy ako. Anyways, kaya busy kami mamaya. Plus, ang daming ginagawa sa faculty. Anyway, so proceed. Sorry. Sino yon? Yung babae muna, tapos after that one, Dungines.
Agnes, sir.
Agnes. Tell me.
Sir, number 1 po. In
Okay,
terms
tell
of
me.
role po ng isang employee sa isang organization, kumbaga, if the definition of the person's job is ill-defined, dun po nagsisimula yung miscommunication kung ano po yung responsibility, yung task na gagawin niya po sa isang organization.
Kumbaga, sa una pa lang, no, since it is not clear for him or her what to do, no, regardless, parang pumirma lang siya ng kontrata, sabak na. Parang ganun ang ibig sabihin mo, Agnes. No?
Yes,
There is
sir.
because of the there's no communication, there's no connection. Same with the line, no, kapag putol ang linya, there's no should I say give and take, no? The sender and then the receiver, no? There is a cut, no? There is a gap. Thank you, Agnes. Agnes. Okay. All right. Dungines, tell me. I'll
Alright, sir.
repeat, ha? Hold on, ha? I'll
Very
repeat.
short. Sorry,
At what point does that ambiguity or uncertainty or bakit kung na hindi malinaw kung ano ang tama o mali sa loob ng organization, kailan to nag-o-occur? Okay? Dungines.
Ay, sir, number 1 ba or 2? Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. No problem. Anyway.
Sorry. Yung
Number
sa 2.
2?
Kasi,
Yes.
number 2. Sorry, sir, hindi ko kasi narinig yung 1 kanina. Pero anyway,
It's okay.
sa 2, dagdag
No
ko lang.
problem.
Yeah, it's really true that failure is inevitable, guys. Hindi natin siya maiiwasan. And it's part of life kasi doon tayo nag-grow, di ba? But remember, guys, not all the failures is something na kailangan nating ma-experience before tayo matauhan. Why? Kasi hindi mo kailangan tumalon sa building para malaman mo na nakamatay siya. Remember, guys, yung failure kasi is part of life. Tama yon. Pero hindi mo siya kailangang ma-experience para malaman, para matuto ka. In what ways? Sa experiences ng ibang tao or organizations. Kaya may tinatawag tayong measurement. may tinatawag tayong mga planning so that when that problem arise, may solusyon na tayo. So, yun yung pinaka learnings na hindi lahat ng failures, though it is part of our life, though we learn from that, pero not all the failures is kailangan nating mapagdaanan or kailangan nating matutunan for us to grow. Mag-grow tayo through our experiences from other people. So, yun lang yung gusto ko yung point out, sir.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
sir.
much, Don Guinness. Yeah, that is true. No, sabi nga ni, if you're going to look back to the moment that Thomas Edison has been asked, no? Kasi as we all know, we need to thank Thomas Edison from this incandescent light. The bulb itself, no? Siya ang creator niyan eh. Siya ang inventor niyan, no? There is a chance that one reporter, no, asked him. He said, she asked the reporter. I don't know what specific gender, no, kung ano ng reporter, but let us put it in a feminine, no. Sabi niya ganon. Finally, Sir Thomas Edison, no, after 101 attempts, you have created the light or the bulb itself, no. How many 101 failures? Sabing ganun sa kanya ng reporter. Ang sagot ni Thomas Edison, sabi niya ganun, thank you dear for reminding me, but I just want to correct you. I believe that there's no such things as failure. It is just a delayed success. Alright? Ang gustong sabihin dito ni Thomas Edison, like what Don Guinness has said, no? Should I say, when it comes to labeling, no, of the struggle or hard work, no, or kumbaga, kasi we are pointing out, or should I say, you are going to the path of the victory or the specific goals and objectives that you have, no, whether it is a personal or a, should I say, a career goal, no, our creator doesn't promise a smooth road or pavement, no. It doesn't promise actually a kumbaga, if we are looking or if we are trying to reach our individual objectives in life, no, it's going to be smooth, madali lang. Dapat pala nilagay ka niya na doon, no, kung ganun lang din, no, kasi little by little, kaya nga sabi nila it is a process, no. Kaya nga ikaw bilang pinanganak, no, hindi mo na nauna matanda ka, dumaan ka muna sa pagkabata, no, bago ka tumanda or bago ka mapunta doon sa stage of maturity. Okay, and then at the same time you are going to experience death, no? Kaya nga there is a process. Even the universe itself, no, it has been created through processes, no, from small to big. Okay, anong punto doon? So failures and struggle, or should I say mistakes, no, are inevitable in nature. Bakit? Through that frictions or struggle, we learn something new. 'Di ba? It is part for us to improve. 'Di ba? There's nobody's perfect, sabi nga nila. Okay? So, through those struggles, it is the chance of a lifetime for us to grow and improve. Doon tayo natututo eh. 'Di ba? We are not, parang ganito lang yan eh. If you are good at something, no, but you feel joy, you feel happiness. But if you're going to excel at that specific thing, that is a different one. Okay? Kaya nga kapag once na nakuha mo ang isang bagay ng mabilis, no, yung joy, maiksi lang eh. It's fleeting. Not unlike kapag pinaghirapan mo siya, 'di ba, dugot pawis. Ayun nga ika nga, no? The effect or the impact, no? Or the joy and happiness that you feel, no? It stays. Tas pag inalala mo siya, kaya that is the time that you are going to value, no? Regardless if it is a thing or a person, no? Because one thing for sure, you have exerted effort and time, no, to achieve that. Okay? So again, failure and mistake is part of everyday processes. Okay, thank you, Don Guinness. Hold on. All right. I just want to emphasize, no, dito sa question number 1, kasi mamaya, pag pinag-usapan natin siya specifically, it has something to do with the role of the manager within the specific organization. Bakit ko naitanong ito? No, upon checking with the book, no, interesting ng question na to. No, wherein kailan nangyayari ang uncertainty or hindi malinaw kung ano na ang tama at mali, no? Doon sa loob ng organisasyon. Napaka-importante yan eh. We're talking about here ethical behavior, integrity. Okay? Once your integrity, no, has been, should I say, compromised, or kumbaga, you have already this guilt feeling, no? Did I do something wrong, or did I kumbaga, did I do it right? Ganyan yun eh. 'Di ba? When we say integrity, na kumbaga, you are going on or moving forward, no, from the task or job that you have, no? Kumbaga, you are at your best all the time, na walang tumitingin. Ayun yung ibig sabihin ng integrity eh. Okay? So let us proceed. Thank you for all the participative person, individual. So, dito tayo tumigil if I'm not mistaken. Employee well-being at work. This is very self-explanatory. Positive work environment. Okay, how about this one? If I'm not mistaken here, right? Tama ba? Tama ba? May nakakaalala ba?
Sir, yung screen.
Saan?
Yung
Hindi ba
sa
necessary yung...
hindi
Saan
po
tayo?
naka-share. Yung screen po, hindi naka-share ata, sir.
Ay, kaya pala eh. Sorry naman. Hold on Sorry, class Hindi ko pa kasi nakukuha yung isang laptop na bigay ng RTU. Nihintay ko pa yung information kung kailan kami kukuha. Yung laptop ko, nagloloko na siya. Am I sharing my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ayan, dito tayo natapos, di ba? Sa employee well-being at work. Tama ba? Kasi napag-usapan na natin tong coping with temporariness ba?
Sir, after nung ano po yun nung globalization.
Ay, talaga?
Continuing globalization.
Anak na.
Yeah, ayan, sir, yan.
Hi, just go. Anyways, no? Ang laki pala ng natin kasi hindi ko kayo na-meet nakaraan, no? Workforce diversity. Anyways, this is a very simple to understand. As we all know, no, this picture represent thousands of words, no? Bakit nakaano ko? Ay, mamatay ng nagsa-subtitle yung ko dito. Mamatay. Anyways, so workforce diversity. Anong ibig sabihin nito? If we are going to look at in a specific organization, no, the organization itself, and you, if you're a managers, no, whether you like it or not, the composition of your team itself, or the people inside the should I say, the organization are diverse, no? People are different, no, in terms of their gender, sex, no, marital status. We have already PWDs, no, persons, kumbaga, which is lacking in physical, but in terms of the knowledge and experiences, they are more adept, no, in comparison to the normal person. We have to accept that one. Kasi nga, it seems parang katulad lang yan ng law of adaptation eh. Since they are kumbaga kulang sa isang bagay, no, mas yung emphasis and focus, no, of their kagalingan, no, nasa isang ability nila, no. For example, the foot itself, no, kapag wala kang kamay, since ang wino-workout nila is yung paa, no, they are at its best, no, kapag ito ang gamit nila. Ganun siya eh. Kahit na katulad nung pag wala kang paningin, no, most probably kapag maayos ang pantinig mo at may maayos ang you still have a sounds or vocal cords, no? It's either maganda ang boses mo, dun yun, nade-develop yan eh. Okay? Since ayun yung pinaka dominant physical locomotion mo, doon mas mabigat, no? Pagdating sa paggawa ng mga bagay-bagay. Okay? Then religious as well. Diversity in religions. Okay? And then if we are going to look at the baby boomers are now the employees or the team itself ang aalis for the good because they need to retire. Okay? So sino na mga papalit dito? The should I say the Gen X and Y plus the Centennials. Kayo yan. Okay? So ano yung pinapaalala sa atin dito? Class, bilang isang manager, no, you have to check upon the individual's differences. Okay? You should have this specific interpersonal skill or ibig sabihin that it's about time that you should have understand and comprehend, no, yung mga organizational behavior theories kasi it's about time, no, for you to adjust or fully adjust to different person with different cultures. Okay? Kaya nga sabi nga nila, 'di ba, heterogeneous in nature. Okay, hindi na natin 'yan mapipigilan. So it is a challenge, no, to the organization how to address this specific diversity. So that's why a program or an approach, no, should be fitted, no, regardless of the sex, gender, religion. Okay? Dapat fit 'yan para yung empleyado, no, they feel secure. They're not going to experience discrimination. Okay? So it is being said in the book that the organization itself should have a concerted effort, no, to fit the specific culture of another country's culture, or should I say individual's culture, no, to match, to join, no, to entangled. Ganun siya. Ayun yung gustong sabihin ng workforce diversity. Working with people with from different cultures, this is what I have mentioned. Like for example, if you are going to be assigned in abroad, no, as a manager, no, you have to pause in a while. No, why? Because your culture is different from their culture. So if sabihin, if you're a straightforward person, no, they are going to be threatened, or kumbaga the trust and confidence from the very beginning, no, will not be created. No, hindi mo agad mawiwin ang heart nila kasi you might sound arrogant, or should I say you are going to be sound dominant, no? Parang hard to approach kasi nga it is not part of their culture eh. So you as a manager, you have to understand, no, kung paano mo sila kumbaga paano ka makikisalamuha sa kanila, or what specific approach, no, that you are going to apply for you to be able to win their individual hearts, no? You have to accept it kasi their culture is different from your culture. So again, it is being said, no, change or imbibing from change is a process. Bakit? As we all know that these persons, no, as their attitude or characteristic itself, no, has been shaped by their genetic or individual genetic inheritance. Namana nila yan eh. Plus, it has been shaped by their childhood environment, no? Dun sa environment nila, we have this so-called preconceived notion, kinamulatan nila. So it is really hard, or it is a process, or it takes a lot of time, no, for you to inculcate change, or to inculcate or to accept change, no, the acceptance of change. Ayun ang ibig sabihin nito. Now, in stimulating innovation and change, we have a lot of story to tell na if an organization, no, is not going to imbibe innovation or create innovation, no, and change, they are going to be left behind, no? Nokia, independent bookstore. As we all know that Nokia company is one of the favorite or the most favorite brand during our time. No, I guess if I'm not mistaken, I'm just third year in high school. No, nagkaroon ako ng cellphone na 3315 because I'm lucky, no, because my mother is working in abroad as a domestic helper. No, but hindi na, it is not a status of being rich, no. It is a status of having a modern technology. Kumbaga kasi it is a need na. Kumbaga it's from once, no, naging need yung kumbaga magkaroon ka ng communication equipment or device at that time. 3310 or the Nokia itself is very famous at that time. But when Apple, no, established in market, no, because they have provided this 3G. Okay, we're in hindi pa Android at that time, no, wherein some of the applications, no, that is being sold individually, no, they have produced it in one device, no, ma-access mo na siya. Hindi siya katulad ng Nokia, no, calculator lang plus the space impact, if I'm not mistaken, yung technology doon. Okay, or yung kumbaga the benefits of having it or the features of it, not unlike the Apple itself, no, they have provided a what we call a cell phone, a cellular phone, no, that is not just for calling, no, or text messaging only. Mas marami pa siyang magagawa. Same with the Amazon. Bakit? In comparison with the independent bookstore, no, the moment that the site of Amazon has been established, no, yung mabibigat na libro na makakapal na ganito, hindi mo na kailangan dalhin. Just simply download it or purchase an account or make an account with Amazon. You could be able to check through PDF format. So it is an easy access to the information. Kaya nga siya tinawag na site eh. Okay? Kaya anong kinalaman nito sa challenges and opportunities in organization class? As a manager, no, as we all know, a specific ideas or innovative ideas, no, comes from individual person to your team. How could you be able to maximize each of your persons, or should I say individual or teams potential, if you don't know or if you don't have the interpersonal skills, no, to harness, to hone their talent? How are you going to achieve innovation? The ideas and concept itself comes from individual person. Hindi lang naman sa'yo nang gagaling yan eh. Lalo na if you are not actually creative in nature. Diba? As a manager or as a person, no, you allow yourself to engage with different people for you to be able to create a good idea. Okay? Diba? It is a collaborative eh. It is a collective. No? Kaya, it is very important that a manager, no, should possess an interpersonal skills, because at your hands, or it lies at your hand, no, to get and improve, no, this specific individual who has a lot of potential, no, to provide innovation and change to the company. Ikaw ang nagdidilig dyan eh. Di ba, bilang isang manager, ginugrow mo yan parang halaman, kinakausap mo yan. Your communication, di ba, your style of leadership has something to do with that. Okay? Ayun yung gustong sabihin yan. Okay? Ito yon, one fits all concept, imagine. Di ba? This picture tells it all. Di ba, yung dati, oven toaster itself, isa lang siya, coffee maker, nag-iisa lang siya, bibilin mo. So again, this saves a lot of money. And then this is actually one. Sorry. Okay. This picture tells that the innovation happens, no? And then this is the outcome. Okay, meron na tayo ngayong oven toaster plus meron pang fryer sa taas plus coffee maker in one. This electronic or the automatic washing machine, no? Imagine from a washing machine or a machine tub, no, that wrings the clothes, then plus a dryer, no, that dries the clothes, no, and then ikaw magmanual magbanlaw. Not unlike this one, no, just put the clothes inside and then no need to fill it with water kasi automatic na siya kapag once na pinrest mo, lalagay ka na ng fabric conditioner plus the powder, no, automatically presto. After 30 minutes or 20 minutes, tapos na, tuyo na siya. Or isasampay mo lang, i-air dry mo na, tapos. Okay? Same with this. The Android TV. This is the latest one, di ba? From Smart TV, ang bilis no ng facing, nagkaroon tayo ng Android TV, wherein you are no longer your cell phone for mirroring, no? Para at least mag-connect siya. Ngayon, automatically, it has a specific Play Store, same with the cell phone. No, you could download different applications, no? Parang malaking cellphone na to that you could access. All right? Now, coping with temporariness, class. When it comes to the temporariness, this is what I'm telling you. Because of this globalization and the workforce diversity, temporariness is very evident now in an organization. Bakit? Class, as we all know that human capital is one of the, should I say, generator of the cost itself. Kasi mahalang bayad sa mga tao eh. So, one thing for sure, if we are talking about temporariness, class, no, kaya nga masasaya ang mga kumpanya that there are persons or there are employees who are contractual. Bakit? Kasi after 6 months or kapag pumayag yan na magpa-extend, no, without being regularized, no, they are not going to be paid with their privileges, or should I say yung makukuhang benefits ng regular employee. Malaking tipid yan sa isang kumpanya. Okay? Ano pa? Coping with temporariness, because of this globalization, no, being competitive or globally competitive it's a must. Why? Because your competitor is improving, no, their employees are upgraded, no, ibig sabihin that there are constant trainings program to improve the knowledge, skills, and experience, and at the same time after those, no, their experience is going to be valued. Why? Because they could be able to adjust into different changes in an instant, immediately, because they are competitive enough, no? Ito lang naman yun eh, di ba? Ang pinaka problema dito is the manager itself, no, has no voice to the HR or to the top management, no, to upskill, no, to na ipaglaban itong team niya or specific individual or is specific employees, no. You have been given a task, no, that is actually impossible to reach. Why? Because you don't have enough equipment, no, yung modern equipment na in comparison to your competitor, no. Kasi sabi sa inyo, pinressure kayo na you have to be on their level or to become number one. No, whether you're going to be number one so in comparison to your competitor or be at their level. Eh what if, no, there's no, your resources are scarce or is scarce rather, and you don't have the enough technology, and your people plus your people, no, how they're going to work effectively and efficiently, and they are all their skills and knowledge are obsolete. Oh, how are you going to cope up with temporariness? Diba? This is one of the key to an organization itself or a specific department to survive. You should have a flexible, no, or an adaptable team, no, to changes in an instant, no, as we all know, katulad nga nitong pandemic eh. 'Di ba? Ang daming nawalan ng trabaho or the laid off. Bakit? aside from their work is already repetitive, no? Or inuulit na, no? Because of this digitalization, no? The percentage of manpower in specific organization has been reduced. Bakit? Kaya na yung gawin ng isang tao eh. Oh, kapag marunong na yun mag Microsoft Office plus the digitalization, I'm talking about here the manipulation of all digital devices and then application. Oh, hindi mo in-improve, hindi mo in-upskill, no? Paano makakasabay to? Di sila yung grupo na matatanggal. Okay? That has something to do with temporariness. You as a manager should have the voice or should make an effort, no, to improve or to upskill or upgrade the knowledge skills of your team specifically. Kau yan eh. Okay? Kasi hindi mo naman maaasahan yan na they are going to have a self-directed learning na tinatawag, yung sarili lang nila. If that specific person has a dream, pwede pa. What if he has or she has no resources as well? Paano na? Wala na. Sayang yung talent ng bata or sayang yung talent ng empleyado. Okay. Now, saan papasok dyan? Are we keeping the right employee within an organization? Nag-achieve or nag-attain ka ng to meet, or should I say that all the should I say our strategies, no, are aligned to your organizational objectives. Yung kinikip mo na empleyado are not the right person. Wala na. Ayan ang question dyan eh. Diba? They have been laid off. Okay? Kailan mo ba makikita kung kung competitive or should I say competent ang isang individual or ang isang empleyado rather? Diba? Within 6 months, you could see the progress eh. Since there is a temporariness, tapos mali ka pa ng calculations, who to keep and who not to keep. Wala. So, as a manager, you should have the effort and initiative, no, to look upon those things, no? Kaya nga mas malaki ang sweldo mo eh. 'Di ba? This is your responsibility. Okay? Working with network organization, ito naman class, it has something to do with paano ba mapapatay itong nahihilo ako dito sa may hutok namatay na. Ay, hindi. Sa subtitle yung sinasabi ko. Now, going back, working with network organizations, diba? As we all know, because of this technological advancement, people can already can communicate, no? Even their distance is apart, no, miles apart, malayo, no. But the problem is, no, there is a advantages and drawback, no. May disadvantage din to, wherein since you are just one call away, no, your work supposed to be 9 hours, no, lalo na kapag mabigat ang position mo, or lalo na kapag ikaw yung isa sa pinakamagaling na empleyado, automatically hindi mo if you have your rest day, or should I say if it is a weekend, no, one thing for sure, they are going to call you. Okay? There is an advantage and disadvantages of this network. Okay, because of the advance in technology. All right. Let's proceed with helping employees balance work-life conflicts. Ito class, since the start of the COVID-19, no, we could not tell, no, if if we are already, we could still balance our life and work. Kasi as we all know, most of the working people are now working from home. Onti na lang ang nasa labas eh, lalo na yung mga frontliners or specifically kapag nasa supermarkets and retail, no, it is they are obligated to be kasi they to be outside or to their specific store. Kasi they are the ambassador and ambassadress eh. Walang makikipag-usap doon sa may mga taong matatapang na lumalabas, no? Despite of the pandemic. Okay? Social media. Ito class. I just add this social media because we could not should I say prevent people, specifically employees, no, to give their opinions, or parang kasi ang nangyayari sa social media is a freedom wall wherein if they're going to feel exhausted, no, that is negative. They are going to rant, no, whatever the experience in inside the organization, no, parang that is their way to relieve those specific tenses, no, na naranasan nila. Somehow if they cannot control themselves, no, may nasasabi silang masama. Okay? Wherein the laws or the bylaws, or should I say the ethical means, no, na specific organization is beyond that. No, meron naman ginagamit ng social media into positive, wherein they are giving things, no, or they are proud of being part of that specific organization. Okay, again, as a manager, it is still your role, no? What specific values to build to them so that it will become intact, no? Regardless if they're going outside the organization. 'Di ba parang sabi nga sa amin before, what you hear, what you see here, no? Specifically in organization, leave it here. Parang ganun lang 'yan. 'Di ba? It still lies on the manager on how are you going to impose that specific values to your individual employee. Kaya malaki ang role ninyo bilang isang potential manager and the manager itself. No? Employee well-being at work. As we all know, human capital is the doer, or they are the should I say, they have created outcomes, no, because of their effort, their potentials, because of their knowledge and skills, no. So it is very important that you have to check upon or consider their well-being in work, diba? Because one thing for sure, if a person's or individual, no, feel good about themselves, feel good about while they're working, no, the happiness and joy is they feel happiness and joy, no, while they're working, no, enjoyment itself, no. One thing for sure, they could work effectively and efficiently. Yun eh. Alam natin yan. We are performing at our best kapag masaya tayo. 'Di ba? If we feel good. Kaya nga minsan nakakapag-oo tayo eh. Kaya nga sabi nila, huwag kang magsasalita kapag once na masama ang loob mo at masaya ka, 'di ba? You should make decision kapag you are in your good shape or in your normal state. Kasi mas maraming serotonin, dopamine na tinatawag na kapag once na masaya at malungkot ka, kaya nakakagawa ka ng bagay or nakakapag-decide ka na without thinking it rationally. No, hindi mo naman sinasadya yun eh. Kasi because there are certain chemicals that makes you to do it or to say it. Kaya nga dapat kapag nagde-decide ka into things, no, be careful. At least move a little bit backwards, no, then think again. Or at least magpahinga ka muna, then kinabukasan ka na mag-decide. Okay? Let's proceed with positive work environment. Ito, when it comes to the positive working environment, class, ang gustong sabihin dito is the organizational behavior or study of organizational behavior focuses on individual and groups limitations plus it's should I say the effect or the impact of the existing structure of an organization, no. Now when it comes to creating a positive work environment, it doesn't focus from the limitation of the individual and a group, no. It focuses to its studying it in its or in individual strengths, no, to maximize its full potential. 'Di ba? Instead, parang gustong sabihin ng konsepto na ito, no? In positive organizational scholarship, no? Instead of looking upon to the limitation or yung kumbaga the weaknesses of the individual or a group of employees, no? Look on the strategies or things that could uh should I say improve a lot, no? Or should I say, kumbaga, to maximize the full potentials of their individual strength. 'Di ba? Parang kunyari, 'di ba si San Goku, nakapag Super Science 1 na siya, since nag-focus ulit siya, naging Super Science 2, 3, hanggang sa maging Super Saiyan God siya. Yon, instead of looking or should I say as a manager, no, instead of correcting or immediately improve their weaknesses, but it doesn't mean na hindi mo papakialaman yung weaknesses nila, 'di ba? Kasi it is also a way, no, to make that weakness into strengths, but it is a process again, eh. Not unlike if you are going to look upon to their individual strength, no, and then you're going to maximize their full potential, 'di ba? What more they can do, 'di ba? They are always at their best. Is that clear? Are you getting it? 'Di ba? Kasi sabi nila, engagement, hope, optimism, and then resilience is the face of strain. Okay? So if you're going to focus on their strength, no? What more they can do, no? When they are at its best. Parang ikaw lang din 'yan, eh. 'Di ba? Hindi ka dapat tumitigil to improve your strengths. 'Di ba? Hanggang sa ma-reach mo yung pinaka-limit niya. Dapat nga hindi ka nag-iisip ng limit mo, eh. 'Di ba? You always try something new. You always look upon the things, no, na makakatulong sa improvement mo. Okay? Kasi we could adapt everything. No? Pwede naman tayo mag-discard, eh, paunti-unti, eh. But we could adapt, no, everything for us to be improved. Okay? Then ethical behavior. This has something to do with the first question na tinatanong natin. Ethical behavior, no, bakit to lumilitaw? Because of the cutbacks, expectation, and increasing in productivity, and as we all know, competitor. No, the top management enforce you or tells you, hey, Jonathan, no, you have to beat our number one competitor, no, for you to be able to keep your department. Okay? So because of that specific pressures, no, tapos dadalin mo yan sa bawat tao mo, ano mangyayari? Ethical behavior is at stake. Wherein may chance na if you properly mishandled a specific individual or that specific change that has been imposed or kumbaga the need, no, to meet that specific objective or new objectives, no, kasi with conviction yan ng top management, eh. Ano nangyayari? If these people, no, experience withdrawal behavior, no, there is a chance na pag nagkamali sila, itatago nila yan. Okay? That is already a problem. Whether it is a big or whether it is small mistake, no? Itatago nila yan. Bakit? There is a fear, eh. There is a fear that have been imposed by you. Kasi you are the disseminator of that specific pressure to each one of them. You mishandled, eh. 'Di ba? You miscomprehend the conviction of your top management. 'Di ba? Kumbaga, yung pulang color, 'di ba? Lahat kayo may hawak na puting tubig, no? Dinistribute mo, lahat sila nagkaroon ng pula, 'di ba? Instead of putting all your white water or colorless water to them, no? Dinamay mo sila dun sa pula. Are you getting it? No? Because you properly mishandled the conviction that the top management is being said to you. Okay? So parang ganito na siya. Are they following orders which they don't personally agree? Okay? Ano mangyayari? They're going to play politics. This is going to be a chance to other persons, no, to play politics, ano mangyayari? Since this is already an advantage to other person, no, who doesn't preserve the value of law of fairness, no? Ang gagawin nila, they are going to make the misery or the mistake or struggle of their peers, no? Para umangat sila, or might as well para mapalitan ka. And then ikaw naman, 'di ba? Since you are not that type of individual who is a very open to diversity, no, you're going to feel threatened. Ayun ang mangyayari diyan eh, 'di ba? Ethical behavior is now uncertain. Plus, if you're going to look at in the example of the restaurant steakhouse, 'di ba? Sagutin natin yung number 1 question. At what point does that ambiguity about what is right or wrong in the organization arise? Sabi nga nila, kung ano ang puno, ayun ang bunga. Okay? If you, as a manager, are the number 1 violator inside the organization, huwag ka nang umasa na kapag once na nagkamali or nagkaroon ng violation or bending of rules, no, or illegal activities, yung nasasakupan mo, no, ang dapat sisihin dyan ay ikaw. Diba? Look at the example of the restaurant stakeout, si Jay. Specifically, he is not focused. Okay? When it comes to the structure, he is not properly aware, no, of the existing inventory. No? Kanino niya inaasa? Sa empleyado niya. Eh, yung empleyado niya, ang focus lang, individual roles nila on that specific restaurant. No? Okay. At that moment, there will be an ambiguity and uncertainty sa nasasakupan mo. Bakit? Ikaw mismo number 1 violator eh. So whatever they see from you, no? Since ikaw ang mataas, they are seeing it, that is the right thing to do. Hindi na malinaw na sa kanila na whether it is there is an existing bylaws, no, of a specific organization. Okay, since it is being seen to you, ma-adapt nila yan. Si Sir nga ginagawa yun eh. Bakit ako kaya? Hindi ko pwedeng gawin. 'Di ba? So, the uncertainty will start or commence, no, the moment that the manager itself or the top management itself, no, nagpapakita ng, or they are not valuing, no, the existing laws or the bylaws, no, that keeps the discipline on the specific organization. Okay? There will be uncertainties whether they know what is right, no, from what is wrong. Okay? Kasi ganito niyan eh. 'Di ba? It is already the system. 'Di ba? It is already the system. Eh, bakit hindi na lang tayo sumunod? Eh mas madali 'yon. Okay? You are the one who has inculcated that is the right thing to do, no? Regardless that it is common sense that it is not the right thing to do or that is a wrong should I say activity or action or approach to a specific scenario or certain events. Okay? So as a manager, no, dapat sa'yo nagmumula, okay, yung conviction from what is right and what is wrong. Okay, plus learning from the failures. I remember I have this specific area manager, no. He started from supervisor and then he became a manager and then instant and then store group manager and then area manager and then ngayon naging operations manager namin siya. Okay? Like what we have learned, no, the absolute in OB, no, hindi porket the participative leadership is always should I say effective, no, yung autocratic leadership hindi na magiging effective, 'di ba, to keep, or should I say to keep the harmony inside the organization. No, napatunayan namin yan. Why? Siya yung tipo ng manager na very into details, wherein yung maliliit na bagay napapansin niya. At ikaw, bilang isang head or bilang manager din, no, no mas bababa sa kanya, hindi mo mapapansin, ay oo nga, no, mali talaga siya. Kumbaga, if you are a very narrow-minded person, you cannot be able to check na where he is coming from. Bakit siya nagagalit sa akin at sinigawan niya ako in the first place or in an instance, no? Dun sa manlate na bagay, no? Kasi class, ganito yan eh. Kapag ikaw, if you are not going to correct the action or the wrong, should I say, the wrong behavior of that specific individual or yung mga nasasakupan mo, no, in an instant or the right time or at the right moment na ginawa nyo yun, one thing for sure, kapag kinorek mo siya on the other day or kinabukasan or next week pa, hindi niya na maaalala yan. 'Di ba? In this specific book, no, 1 Minute Manager, the best time to correct, no, to impose memory or retention na that is wrong, no, pag sa isang empleyado, no, is the moment that he should I say, yung ginawa niya yung wrong behavior na yon. Okay? Dapat dun mo i-call ang attention niya. Okay? But do not do it publicly. Huwag sa maraming tao. Huwag sa harap ng ka-empleyado niya. Ang ginagawa natin dyan, ang ginagawa ko, pinapapasok ko sa stock room. And then I'm going to tell, I don't like what you have done or what you did. Right? You know naman na mali yan. Automatically, in an instance, call his attention. That is what you call monitoring. Bakit? Kasi one thing for sure, there's no repetition of wrong behavior in the next time around. Pero kapag once na kinorek mo yan, after 3 days or after 1 week, wala na. There is no impact. No? Kaya nga from the very beginning, class, if you're going to graduate and then you're going to hold a biggest position, one thing for sure, first, you have to become expert first to the daily operation and procedures. Ayan muna ang gawin nyo. Kinakabisado yan. Okay? Plus, the existing rules and regulations, balik-baliktarin mo man yan. No? The infractions. And then at the same time, labor code. Ayan yan. Napaka-importante ng mga yan. Kapag kabisado mo yan, that's the time that you could be able to handle people well. I'm telling you, sa umpisa pa lang, if you have the conviction, no, that this is the things that you do like and these are the things that you don't like, there is an imposition of the things that you like and the things that you don't like, no, tatandaan nila yan. The respect, no, will be there or the respect will be imposed. Sabi nga nila, 'di ba? Respect is earned, no, not imposed. Baliktad pala ako. Sorry. The respect is earned, not imposed. Okay, matatandaan nila yan. Kasi they are going to think that you are serious about the things that you have said. Okay? Tsaka hindi nila pwedeng personalin yan. Okay? Kasi alam mo naman sa sarili mo that you are trying your best, no? That you are always looking after to the outcome, positive outcome, no? You are looking after or working, no, specifically, no, that is aligned to organizational objectives. Class, pwede kang maging humane, pwede kang maging makatao at the same time, no, without compromising, no, napapalampasin mo yung mga maling gawi, no, ng nasasakupan mo, 'di ba? They're going to feel that. Kasi I'm telling you, I'm very strict when it comes to a type of management. I am going to be a mix of Democrat and autocrat. Marami akong napatanggal, napasaway, but marami rin akong na-promote na magagaling talaga at mababait, no? Yun ang masarap eh. Kasi class, the real test of how great you are as a manager is not kapag during your presence, yung nandoon ka sa store or nandoon ka sa specific department mo, no. 'Di ba? The real test of how great you are as a manager or as a head, no, is the moment that you are not existing, or should I say, you don't have, or should I say, your presence is not there. Wala ka doon. They're still working effectively and efficiently. The operation is running smoothly without you. Okay? That is the test eh. Again, you are there, no, to check their mistakes. 'Di ba? You have been hired by the company not just to monitor, because you have been hired by the company to create the same you, or to copy, no? Ng katulad mo. Dapat bago ka umalis sa kumpanya, no? Meron kang maiiwanan na katulad mong mag-isip, katulad mong gumalaw, katulad mong magmahal sa tao at the same time sa organization. Ganon ang role mo bilang manager. Okay? Hindi kayong, kumbaga, para mag-aalaga ng bata. No. 'Di ba? Kaya nga, being objective when it comes to your decision making is right. No? But being subjective, no? At times, pwede naman. Okay? But when it comes to tough decision, thinking objectively, no, is necessary. Remember what Dongini said about being objective and subjective? That is correct. No? It doesn't mean na hindi mo naman ipapasok yung subjective part. Wrong. It is very important that you are thinking objectively, but sometimes you could think subjectively. It is a mix, but the percentage is just little. Okay? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, let's talk about, so far that is the ethical behavior, no? The ethics that needs to preserve, no, within the organization, because of these pressures, again, because of this conviction from the top management, and then you mishandled or misconceptualized, no, what they're trying to say, no? You have been shared it to your team, no? As a manager, no? Kumbaga hindi mo siya nahawakang mabuti, no? What is how to say it properly, no? Parang ganito lang 'yan eh. Kumbaga, pag nagsabi ka na mahal mo siya, it is not the content itself na mahal mo siya ang makakaapekto or magiging impactful dun sa sasabihan mo. It is how you say it. 'Di ba? Pwedeng sabihin kita, mahal kita. Pwedeng sabihin mo, mahal kita. 'Di ba? It is depende. Kaya nga ikaw bilang isang potential manager, 'di ba? It lies at your hand, no? How are you going to be effective, or a specific change, no, that will be imposed, no? No, kung paano nila tatanggapin, wherein you are not going to experience withdrawal behavior from them. 'Di ba? Again, as we all know, 'di ba, na-discuss natin yung one way, or should I say effective way for them or for a person to adapt or imbibe change through what? Those model, that specific model, I forgot the model, nasa dulo na ng dili ko. Influence model. Okay, those 4 quadrants. Okay? Plus, people management is the hardest role of a manager. Tatandaan nyo na yan. Okay, again, like kung pinag-usapan natin, 'di ba? They have individual differences. Yung pa lang yun eh. Challenge na eh. Okay? Next, coming attraction, developing an OB model. So here, we have already discussed the challenges and opportunities in OB. Now we're going to talk about a deeper one, no? Should I say, these challenges and opportunity has something to do with the specific behavior of an employee, or the imposed behavior, or kung ano yung nagmamaterialize na behavior ng isang empleyado. Okay? Now let's talk about a deeper one, or an explanation, no? Wherein we are going to talk about the input, the process, and then the outcome. Wherein input is the independent variable, wherein, like what I have said, it has been shaped by the individual genetic inheritance, no, namana ito, at the same time it has been shaped by their childhood environment, no? It is a preconceived notion, kinamulatan ito. And then processes, ito yung kung input is the noun, no, the process is the verb. These are the action. Okay? And then the outcome, as you all know, the outcome is the bunga. Okay? The effect, 'di ba? After the cause, there is an effect. Okay? So this is the OB model. Let us discuss this individually. 334 inputs. Discuss na lang natin yung ano by next meeting yung individual report nyo. Be ready, and then we're going to have a short quiz. That is just a what you call this, an essay type of quiz, no? That is composed of 3 questions lang. Madali lang yon. So the content itself, no, doon ako magbe-base ng grade ninyo. Okay? So let's talk about inputs, no? What we if you're going to talk about inputs in OB model, no, it is composed of 3 no levels, no, the individual, group level, and then the structural level, no. These are the key variables or the factors, no, wherein that leads, no, after processing, it leads to a specific outcome. Okay, so if you're going to look at here, it talks about the individual diversity, characteristic, personality, values, no? Like what I have said, no? This has been shaped by your genetic inheritance, individual genetic inheritance, and then at the same time, childhood environment. Okay? So, if we are talking about in a group, no, it is going to be formed specifically if the person or an individual or you, no, get engaged with a specific individual because of you have something in common, like what we have mentioned last time, right? Diba? Your behavior is different when you are alone, then your behavior is different when you are with the group of people or with your with the group of your with your peers, or you getting along with your peers, no? Diba? Imagine yung sinabi ko sa inyo na social proof. 'Di ba kung ano yung mas maiksi sa tatlo, you could decide pag mag-isa ka lang, you could decide and you could know, no, by using your common sense na number 1 talaga yung maiksi, hindi number 2 and 3. Eh since pinasok natin yung mga actors, no, they are telling that it's either number 2 and 3 yung maiksi because of peer pressure, because of social proof has been taken effect, no, whether it is true or not, no, because most of the person or most of the people are telling it is true and it is correct, you are going to agree, 'di ba? Yun yung ibig sabihin niya, no? When it comes to the organizational structure, no, it will be resulted or it will be adapted by years, no. It is time, it is a time, should I say, acquisition, no, the acquisition or adaptation of that specific scenario, or not scenario, sorry, that factor, no, because of the length of time, okay, within or you within that specific organization. Okay, now processes, like what I have mentioned, no, these are the actions that individuals, group, and organization engage in and result in inputs, no, that lead to certain outcomes. Okay, class. The example or classic example is like this, no? You as a person has a different characteristics, no, different values and perception to things. Okay? So ang gustong sabihin, the moment that you are going to process it by using your cognitive ability and after engaging it, no, into a specific individual, groups, and then organization, there will be or there is a leading or it will lead into a specific outcome. Okay? It includes your emotions, moods, motivation, perception, and decision making. In terms of group level, no, it has something to do with your communication, leadership, power, and politics. And then at the same time, conflict and negotiation. Okay? And then, finally, at organizational level, it includes human resource management and change practices. Why? In a specific organization, HRM has something to do with shaping, or should I say, imposing what specific discipline that needs to be na dapat nakikita or dapat that needs to be observed. Okay? And then, if ever that they're going to see a violators or kumbaga may existing, kasi ganito lang naman yan klase, 'di ba? Yung pagdating sa mga rules ng pagbabawal sa isang kumpanya or kahit sa school, no? Hindi naman yan nag-occur or there will be no changes, no? Kapag walang gumagawa, no? ng mali. Okay? Katulad ng, for example, loitering specifically, there's no strict compliance or there's no strict rules when it comes to loitering na wherein yung iba kasi pag stress, nagsisigarilyo, may 15-minute break dun sa likod ng fire exit or malapit dun sa aircon kasi may ganung area dun sa company namin no? Anong nangyari, may nag-iwan ng upos ng sigarilyo na may baga pa and then nag-ignite ng fire. So anong nangyari, yung sprinkler, no, naglabas ng tubig. Syempre, yung smoke detector nag-alarm. So ngayon, hindi makita since there's no CCTV at saka syempre wala naman din naamin, no? Nag-impose na bawal na ngayon mag-coffee break ng 15 minutes. Kung mag-coffee break man kayo, diretso sa canteen. So automatically, ang magiging manifestation niya, since you as a person, no, your reliever is having a smoke, no, or taking a smoke, no, or smoking at least 1 to 2 cigarettes, no, you have to go down. Yung 15 minutes mo nauubos na, lalo na kapag nasa 10th floor ka, and then paglabas mo, no, ubos na yung time mo. So yung stress reliever mo mawawala sa daily routine mo, no? Pag stress ka sa trabaho, ayun yung mangyayari. Tapos pangalawa, changes, no, will be there. Kasi nga, inimpose ng HR manager because of that specific problem para hindi na mag-occur or that is certain event, no, wherein baka magkasunog Eh di lahat pa kayo mawala ng trabaho kung nasunog yung department nyo or madidelay yung trabaho nyo. Oh, they need to prevent that one So there is a changes. Gets nyo? Yun lang yon. Outcomes are the key variables that you want to explain or predict and that are affected by some other variables. Ito yon. Wherein, let's say for instance, in an individual level, no, effectivity and efficiency, no, that is an outcome Okay? What is the input at that specific individual level, no? Wherein you have considered that he is actually a married man, like what we have an example, diba, no? I'm talking about here the independent variables kasi ito kasi 15th edition, kaya iba yung take niya, but still the same. It divided into outcome, processes, and then input, processes, and then outcome. But we are talking about here the independent variables and then the dependent variables, wherein if the independent variables has been altered or kumbaga because of this specific condition has been applied, no, it will affect the dependent variable. So it could be negative or positive. Ganyan yan siya. Okay? So here, like what I have experienced, like what I have mentioned, no, the classic example is since you as a manager, then you have considered that he is a married man, no, wherein lagi mo siyang you are not imposing should I say an urgent or should I say an instant rendering of overtime, no, laging announce siya, no, na record siya. So there's a chance that he could take it willfully, no, that is not against his will, no, and then because of that specific, no, he's going to be motivated na my manager is a very should I say caring to me because he is thinking not just my welfare but my family's welfare or my outside activity, wherein I am a parent, I am a father, no, that has a responsible or big responsibility when it comes to my children. Okay? So what will be the outcome? Outcome, no? He is going to be probably a working as its best, no? He's going to work effectively and efficiently. And then we have this so-called citizenship behavior class. Mind you, if you are really a good manager, you could be able to create or you're going to impose citizenship behavior to your individual team. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Wherein they are not just working, no, for them to get or to debit from 15 to 30 of the month, no? They're going to work beyond what they are expected to do. Ibig sabihin, without you saying that you have to work, should I say, beyond your ability or beyond working hours, sila na pa mismo ang magsasabi niya, Sir, Ma'am, mag-overtime ako kasi gusto ko matapos na natin to para kinabukasan iba na yung gagawin natin. That is what we call citizenship behavior. If you know how to, yung kumbaga makiwa yung kiliti nila, no? That is also your role as a manager, 'di ba? To properly or should I say to win their hearts, no? In a different way. No, maraming approach 'yan. Okay? So, let's proceed with the attitude and stress. It's 3:45. I'm going to dismiss you at 4 p.m. Tatapusin ko lang to. No? The remaining 1 hour, I'm going to give you time to rest. Okay? Attitude and stress. Class, attitude is the evaluation of a specific employee or individual to, should I say, from a specific, for example, a scenario. Okay? We could tell it it could be a positive or negative. Patulad nito. In what way? For example, I love my job. That is a positive attitude. However, if we are talking about negative attitude toward works, no, ganito sasabihin yan. My job is boring and tiring. That is a negative attitude. Okay? So it is not something to do with person's character. Okay? It is not something to do with the specific behavior. Again, when we say behavior, no, it is the materialization. It is the the action itself. No, makikita mo yung bunga. When we say this attitude, this is still thinking, 'di ba? How he perceive. No? Kasi that is his mindset 'di ba? I really love my job. No? I'm very thankful with my job. That is a positive attitude. It's going to be negative if it's going to say that my job is tiring and my job is boring. So that is the different one. And then stress. It is this unpleasant psychological process, no? That occurs, no, in response to environmental pressure. Wherein ganito 'yan. Stress is also inevitable in nature. No, bakit? The stressor itself, no, happens because of our individual activities itself. Okay? And then the persons or the people that we are dealing with as well, no, has a contributing factor for us to become stressed or get stressed, no? Based nga sa statistical research, no, almost million of people, no, getting depressed because of stress. Depression is different from stress. Para ang higher version na yung depression wherein you need to be clinically diagnosed, no, for you to be able to labeled as depressed, no. Dapat may series of tests muna na ma-run before you consider or before you tell, no, that you are or the person a specific individual is depressed, no. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Class, conflict with another person makes you stress as well because that is a frustration Okay? Yung tipong, ano ba to? Makikita ko na naman tong taong kinainisin ko. 'Di ba? Imbes na maayos ang mood mo in that specific morning, no? But since you have conflict, no, with another person, you get stressed. There is a frictions. No, kumbaga there is no smooth flow of daily activities or daily routine that you have, no? Yung wala pa yung specific individual or specific na bagay na nakakapag-produce ng stress sa inyo. Okay? Again, this is inevitable. Stressors are everywhere, no? We could not prevent this one or we are not going to be immune with this one, but we could cope up with this specific stressors, no? Hindi ka pwedeng walang sino mang tao ang magiging stress proof. Ibig sabihin hindi ka tatabla. No, that is wrong. You could cope up. No, how? You have to manage. For example, eating fruits, daily exercise, no? And then you are going to build your network or being with persons, no, who has a strong personality, and then wherein he has or she has or they have a strong encouragement power or empowerment power, 'di ba? Yun eh. That is how are you going to cope up with the stresses. Okay, exercise, eating, stress reliever, or should I say the caffeine itself, no, without this specific sugar, and then coffee mate or milk, no, just simply coffee, caffeine lang, no, that is a stress reliever. Okay? And then a person that you need to talk to. 'Di ba dapat meron kang catch basin eh. Okay, for you to be able to cope up with the different stresses or stressors. Okay? Task performance, this is also individual class. This is coming from the input as well. Okay? This is what we call the core of your job. So how are you going to determine that one? Okay? It is based on the quality and the quantity of your work or of your of the employee itself, no, the quality and then quantity that he is going to produce in a specific period of time or in the specific day. Okay, so efficiency and effectively has something to do with that. Okay, now citizenship behavior, again, this is individual level. Okay, this is what we call the discretionary behavior. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na if you as a manager has imposed values, no, to your team, one thing for sure, no, if you are going to impose changes, no, they're going to willfully accept it. No, tutulungan ka pa nila, no, to achieve your goal. No, they're going to share, no, they are willing, no, to at least get a portion of struggles or hardship, no, para mabawasan naman yung inaalala mo bilang isang namumuno sa isang departamento. That is what we call citizenship behavior, 'di ba? They are performing beyond expectation into a dynamic workplace. Okay? They are doing it voluntarily. Okay, that is what we call citizenship behavior. I hope most of you, the moment that you are going to work, no, you are going to value, or should I say, you're going to possess this specific characteristic, citizenship behavior. Again, kung may citizenship behavior, this is what we are talking about, no? Withdrawal behavior. Class, like what we have mentioned, no? Change or enforcement of change, no? It is really hard for an individual person or a group, specifically kapag nakasanayan na nila yan, no? Na to impose change, no? To accept change, imbibe change. One way that we have learned or that we have discussed is the influence model, no? What if you don't have this ability, no, to implement this effectively and efficiently? Wala na. Okay? This is going to be a problem. If most of your team, no, is resistant to change or that is imposing withdrawal behavior, no, you are not going to be aligned or you are not going to attain your organizational objective. Kasi may resistance eh. 'Di ba? One thing for sure, is it because of one, fear? Fear of what? Fear to the unknown. Bakit? You don't know how to communicate. No? It is not clear to them what to do. No, I'm not telling that although they are already tenured, no? Since as we all know, as the time goes by, no, the requirements of creating an effective and efficient work or to meet productivity, no, hindi yan the same kung paano nyo nakuha or na-achieve yung specific goal last year in the last year, no, it's going to be the same, no, at this specific year or at this current year. Okay, we have to imbibe change, no. Your approach should be dapat na pag-isipan mo ng mabuti. Okay, that is what we are talking about. Okay, because this is what I'm telling you, future manager. Okay, if you yourself cannot address this specific withdrawal behavior na tinatawag, no, it could lead to absenteeism, unproductivity. Okay, sometimes pwede pang because you are not effective as a manager, no, they are going to try, no, to kumbaga wherein uubusin yung pasensya mo, and then they are going to test, no, how capable you are or how competent you are, no, to test your competency. May magiging ganyang tsansa, no. So if you don't know how to address that withdrawal behavior, wala ka na. One thing for sure, whether they are going to leave or you are going to leave, ganun yon. Okay, so again, the motivation of an employee or salvaging those specific employee, no, still depends on you, lies on you as a potential manager. Okay, nasa sa inyong mga kamay yan. Napaka-importante yan. Kaya nga you should have the interpersonal skills. Okay, and you have to understand, fully understand. But natututunan naman yan eh. Hindi naman porket the moment that kahit naka-graduate ka as cum laude or magna cum laude, no, in an instant you could be able to engage to individual people well. No, it is a process, no. But the important part is kung ano yung naging effort mo or contribution mo, 'di ba? If you are really trying to adapt changes, or if you are trying to digest each of the processes and operations, one thing for sure, nandoon ka, you are on track to your goal. However, if you really want to become stagnant, no, or if you really want na kumbaga sumunod lang yung mga empleyado mo or nasasakupan mo sa iyo, no, ay one thing for sure, you are not going to win their hearts individually and willfully. Okay? Pwedeng sumusunod sila sa iyo dahil kasi you are in the position. But the respect that you really wanted, no, you are not going to get it. You are not going to earn it. No? Again, respect is earned, not imposed. Respect is not something to do with sasabihin ka boss or sir. No. Hindi lang 'yon. It is it validates, no? It will be materialized, or the magnification of that one is through their through the quality and quantity of their work. Okay? Yun. And then at the same time, kung ano yung mga sinasabi nila, no, when you are not around. Ayun yung pinaka manifestation nun. Okay? Group cohesion. As we all know, class, that two heads are better than one. No? You as a manager, you should engage that as of now, no, it is good before it is effective that the person or the employee itself, no, working alone, no, wherein he is responsible through his ideas, no, approach and strategies, no. But now most of the organization are encouraging the should I say the aspect, or should I say the format of group cohesion, no? Kasi as we all know, if we are going to work with different person, with different knowledge, skills, no, it's going to be collaborative. It's going to be collective. This is what we call collectivism. Okay? 'Di ba? We are open to criticism. Ayan yung kumbaga, that is going to be fruitful. You are going to brainstorm. Okay? You're going to look, or you are allowed, or should I say you are free, no, to hear them out, no, for you to be able to strategize perfectly, and then we're in the blind spot on each of the plans, no, will be seen. Kasi that is a collaborative effort eh. Okay? Kasi you may be expert into specific things, no? But what if it is just new to you? And then hindi mo hindi mo sinangguni, no, to the other members, no, or to your other team. No, one thing for sure, there will be blind spot. Okay? There is a weakness of your plan. I remember what I have reported, no, in facility planning. No, it is very important that you are working collaboratively na as of now, no? Because benchmarking, no, and then at the same time, what do you call that benchmarking? Benchmarking is accepting or kumbaga, it is you are valuing, no, or you are accepting the fact that other organization is better than you or better than your organization, and then your team or their team, no, or should I say group of teams, no, are better than you or better than your team. Okay? Now, it is your chance, no, to adapt and to look upon, no, to their best practices, and then adapt it to your current team or to your current organization, no? Might as well the result, no, for you to improve or to become better, no, from them, or should I say, if ever that you are going to be expert on that, no, or if you're going to apply it effectively and efficiently, you're going to surpass them in the right timing. Okay? Group functioning, this is almost something to do with group cohesion. Okay? Wherein, paano nangyayari ito? The company itself or the organization or you as a manager as well, no, they want employee engagement to always be prioritized. Bakit? If your people or if you are properly engaged, no, one thing for sure, you are aligned from the changes and from the existing and then from the changes that is happening within the organization. Kaya nga nagkakaroon tayo ng mga team buildings, ganyan, kamustahan portion, no? There's no perfect organization, class. There's no perfect company, no? Kung ang basihan nyo lang is maganda magpasweldo, malaki ang benefits or maganda ang benefits, no? Meron silang kumbaga health and wellness department, no, wherein matutulog ka, no? Kung ayun lang ang basehan nyo ng perfect environment organization, ay mali kayo, no? Kasi if you're going to look after or you're going to check some of the interviewed individual from the specific organization, their organization is not that, when it comes to the entry rate or salary rate, no, is competitive compared to the other, no, but they are happy, they are there. Most their turnover rate is should I say hindi mataas. Bakit? It is because of the ambience that has something to do with the management itself, no? Hindi sila nag-i-stay doon because of high salary and the benefits, and then because of this availability, may pa-chocolate, may pa-hot choco, may pa-coffee, no. Because of the free food, no. It is because of the ambience. And then how well that the top management, no, should I say facilitating them. Yun eh. Again, 'di ba, based on the book, no, it is not because of the company itself that a person or that an employee, no, stays or leave the company. It is because of the ambience. Specifically, it has something to do with the role of the top management or the management itself. Okay? Productivity, this is what we talked about already. The effectivity and efficient, no? When we say effectivity, you're working effective, no? Kapag once na, for example, in a specific work, dapat makapag-produce ka ng 10 documents, and then it's going to be evaluated by your supervisor or manager in a specific day from 8 o'clock to 5. When you are going to, should I say, if you're going to work effectively and efficiently or efficiently itself, no? At from 8 to 5, dapat 10, di ba? Now, from 8 to 3, nakakreate ka ng 10. tapos na-evaluate siya, walang error, tapos nakapag-create ka pa ng ibang work. That is what we call working efficiently. Because one thing for sure, it is the conversion of input into process no at the lower cost. Ayun ang ibig sabihin ng productivity. Okay? Again, organization is looking after to a lower cost. Okay, last but not the least, we have this survival. The final outcome will consider in organizational survival. Simply evidence that the organization is able to exist and grow over the long term. Class, no? If you are going to look after to the prominent companies, no? Johnson and Johnson, Pfizer, no? Imagine they are globally known, and kumbaga there are a lot of subsidiary, no? Here specifically, dati kasi meron sila ditong main I forgot the specific term, no? Kumbaga aside from main office, no? Yeah, the main office dati meron dito sa Pfizer, no? Yan. Ang gustong sabihin ng when it comes to the survival, no? Its final outcome will consider in organizational survivor which or wherein simply evidence that the organization is able to exist and grow over the long term. The survival of an organization depends not just on how productive the organization is, but also on how well it fits with its environment. Okay? It has something to do with the people inside the organization plus the existing structures that makes the environment or makes a positive environment. Okay? Again, in the last chapter or in the last portion of the book, no, the success or the determination of success or kumbaga the victory of a specific organization, no, materialize or will materialize, no, one thing for sure, big percentage will come from the effort of the employee itself or the people or the human capital, no. If you as a potential manager or the top management, no, takes care of your people well, no, you don't have to repeat or you don't have to should I say impose, no, every day, or you're not going to repeat the values, the missions, visions of your organization, specifically the objective, no, to your employee. One thing for sure, no, kung ano yung sayaw mo, ayun din ang sayaw nila. Okay? If you have provided a positive working environment and then they feel, no, that they have some contribution, or should I say, you are not considering them as another cost, no, the cost of an employee, but as a partner, no, to build, or should I say, together, you are working together, no, to achieve the same goals and objective. Last, one of your assignment, does national culture affect organizational practices? Class, as we all know that companies operate in more than one country faces a dilemma. Okay? Again, leadership styles, rewards, no, communication, no, has something to do with this. Okay? You as a manager and top management, no, should create a concerted effort, no, wherein your culture or existing culture, no, should be adaptable or should be adopted or should be matched, no, with others organizational culture or individual culture, no. This is something to do with a flexible way, no, for a specific individual or specific group, no, to be matched, no, to the existing culture. Ayun yung gustong sabihin. All right? And then at the same time, group cohesion, no, or group focus will always be the key now, no, in the current times, no, to organizational success. 'Di ba? Kung dati we are commending individual efforts. Now we are commending a group effort, no? Let's say, for instance, a specific technology, no, will not be created by a single individual, you know. It has something to do with the effort, no, of an assembly team, the software team, no, and then at the same time to the packaging itself, no. So automatically collective effort or collectivism, no, should be emphasized, no, that the group contribution and cohesiveness is important, no, within the organization. Okay, again, as a manager or potential manager, that lies to you. Okay, so far that is the end of the chapter 1. We're going to proceed with the Mars model. Iisa-isahin na natin siya by next meeting. But before I start with the lecture, we are going to discuss your reports, no, about the restaurant stakeout. Okay? Thank you so much. So that is the end of the discussion of the chapter 1. Okay? Let me... Right. So far, I hope that you have learned something new today. No, finally we have finished the chapter 1, and then I'll see you on next Wednesday. And then you're going to have a short quiz. Ano lang siya? At least 3 questions lang siya. So one thing for sure, if you're going to look at in yung mga emphasis ko, doon lang ako kukuha ng question. So alam niyo na 'yon. Okay? Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.